Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get outside somewhere, out in nature. Besides, I really hope that you're working on yourself, being that change that you want to see in this world. So anyway, I want to send my love to all of you, and whether you know me or not, and maybe this is your first time even clicking on one of these videos. So welcome if you are new. And besides getting out in nature somewhere, I understand that everybody can go out to like all of the hiking trails, or maybe some of you can't even go out to any of those, but they do have bike trails where you can go and still get to go out and enjoy some of the beautiful woods. Or, some people can go out to parks. Starlight loves all three, but hiking trails way out in the middle. Put me out in the middle of nowhere. That's where Starlight wants to go. Tomorrow I'm going to go out in the middle of nowhere. So anyway, I do love all of you, and if you are new, new to my YouTube channel, you can find me on YouTube, and that is Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. And if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. Plus, you could share it with a friend, a family member, a cat, a dog, a bird, a horse. Mr. Ed watched TV. Why not? So if you don't know who Mr. Ed is, he was a talking horse from an old show long time ago. You can always check him out, and he'd say, Wilbur. He was a talking horse. So Starlight loved watching Mr. Ed when she was growing up. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can ring that notification bell, and you can also leave a message down below. Ding, ding, ding. Oops, sorry, I'm a little off here because I just got home. But anyway, also you can follow me on Instagram, and that's at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I am trying to work on correcting so many things as far as videos go. So if you did watch my video that I made last night, and let me think of the title. Oh, your words are very powerful. As you notice, Starlight is upping things in her video editing. So that's a new thing that Starlight is working on. So I hope you enjoyed my new thing that I'm working on. I need to grow, and I'm growing. So anyway, get me out of the way now, is I really want to reach out to you now. This is about you, and I want to say I love you, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart to the top of my heart. I really do. Starlight loves you. So anyway, I really do. And tonight I actually have video. This video is here made for people that are really searching for help. You are on YouTube for a reason, right? So throughout the whole day, I ask the universe to guide me every day, the archangels to help me, and so anyway, this is going to be a big part of what this topic is going to be about, really, is the archangels in the universe. And anyway, is if you are new, welcome. And, I have lots of other videos out that I've made. So this is a video for people that are really looking for guidance. They're looking for answers. You might want a relationship. You might, desire to have a job. You might be desiring to have abundance in your life, and abundance is not just money, abundance is all kinds of stuff out there, love, it might be freedom or peace or love, all kinds of, it could be money, wealth, being rich, and I am rich. So, there's so many desires out there, and I know what Starlight desires, and out of everything, love and unconditional love is the biggest thing that I desire in my life. But that's not all Starlight desires. You know, I am rich and I am a millionaire. You know, I've inspired millions of people. You know, so I get a lot of my help. You know, like guidance from the universe, which we are part of the universe. You know, I am the universe like you are. You know, we're all like a family. You know, so I am no greater than you, and you are no greater than me. No matter how much money you might have, and or if you might be thinking that you're poor, but that is a mindset, really. You know, nobody's really poor. It's a mindset that we've been programmed and conditioned throughout life to think that some people are poor and some people are rich. You know, so anyway, is I just really love you and I want to really help you out so you can get the kind of help that you are searching for. And I've been learning this for years now, is that the universe, God, is the same thing. You know, like I have many different names. Do you want to hear all? No, you don't want to hear about my names. So besides Starlight, that is one of my names. That's my new version of Kathy Digman. You know, it's Starlight. You know, and you, yeah, you, not just you, but you over there and you over there. All of you. You could create a new version of yourself, and that is what Starlight has been doing for years now. Taking off that mask, and I am like reinventing myself, like getting like an upgrade, like your phone or your computer, and so I do have to say that, I used to go to church a long time ago. I do not go to church anymore because I realized that just, I was put in a box, and, I thought it was free at that time. I thought I arrived. I thought, like, what more could Starlight do? But then I realized really I was really stuck in a box, and I wasn't really fully being the greatest version that Starlight can be and what Starlight desires to be. So anyway, I want to really help you to be that change that you want to see and help you be the greatest version of yourself. And I'm going to let you know right off that no matter what you're going to do, it's going to take a lot of work. Now I did hear a lady not too long ago, like where a lot of work means that, guided meditations. There's, like meditating. There's all different forms of meditating. But for Starlight, I love the guided meditations because I've been learning how to meditate for years now. And some of you might say, like I can hear some of you saying, I tried that, but it didn't work. It wasn't for me. Nothing really happened. I didn't really notice anything. I really had a hard time, like shutting this thing down. I kept on thinking I couldn't focus. I was thinking of all this other stuff. And I hear you. I understand. I was there too one day, a long time ago where, like I did sit through, a guided meditation. And, I do have to let you know when it comes to guided meditations is there's so many guided meditations out there. And if you are really new with guided meditations, I really encourage you to start off with guided meditations for beginners. That way, you can learn how to, start off, like, and I'm not going to call you a baby because, like, I know when I went to church, they called me a baby Christian at first, when I was a baby. I was a baby in the Lord, a baby Christian, so you want to start out little first, when you're new, you might want to try at least, you might want to try a 15-minute video. Try to work on doing a 15-minute guided video every day. Just once a day, And you got to make sure when you do that is to make sure you're in a quiet place so you can focus. Don't be around where you're going to get distracted by kids or family members or, yelling and screaming, depending on where you live. You might want to go out to a park, find a quiet place. Some people might be embarrassed to go out at a park, where other people definitely might see you, but you can ignore it like I do. I ignore stuff. And but the best places is to really be in a really quiet place. And that's what Starlight's going to do tomorrow, is to go out in the middle of the woods, bring my folding chair with me like I tried to today. It kind of backfired because I was getting bit by mosquitoes, you know. So you definitely want to find a place where you're not going to get bit by mosquitoes. So anyway, that is very important. You might think that you can get through this life without guided meditations or meditating at all, and you're wrong. I'm sorry, but really, guided meditations is an absolute must, no matter how you're going to look at it. You want to start out, at least do a 15-minute. Keep on doing that. Try different kind of guided meditations. There's so many guided meditations. I'm going to have to talk on another topic now because I can't the whole time talk about guided meditations, but meditations are very important, so I can't stress that out enough. And so anyway, you need help, you want help, you need answers, you want answers, but you don't know where to start, you don't know where to go. You might be going through some hard times right now, going through some, like a split up, a breakup, or maybe financial problems. You could have like a problem with your family or kids. Maybe things are not quite like you want them to be with your family or your kids. Maybe your kids are going through stuff and you're just like, what do I do? What do I do? Like my kids are acting up. It's summer vacation right now. I'm having a handful. I don't know what to do. I feel lost. I'm confused. I need help. And I do encourage you, if you do need help, really, I got help. I have help right now, but it's not a bad thing. I do have therapy, and I do have therapy for support. Somebody to talk to, somebody that I can let them know, somebody. I don't have anybody right now to talk to that's going to get where I am right now, where my therapist is going to understand. And I actually talked to my therapist recently, last week, hey, you know what? I need to see you every week, once a week. So, and on top of that, I said, and this is what I need from you. I said, whatever I tell you, it might sound crazy or, weird, but what I need from you is whatever I tell you is, I need you to be positive, no matter how crazy what comes out of my mouth. That's all I need, really. I need you to, be a good ear, be a good listener, somebody that gives me some feedback, pretty much, and I need you to be absolutely positive with me. So that's what I did. So anyway, so I have support there. I do have one friend out there that does support me, like out on the internet, so I do have that support. So if you really need help, what I'm letting you know is, God, the universe, wants to help you out. Mm-hmm. You and you, God wants to help you out. The universe really loves you. God loves you. And, I'm trying to make this short so I could explain so much about the God part and the universe part of my past of how people treat God, the universe. You got to really have a relationship with the universe. Like I am here talking to you, be the same way with God. I'm going to have a video coming up soon on God and the universe. I'm going to have fun with that one. So anyway, now the archangels. Oh, I love the archangels, and I treat them the way I treat the universe. I talk to them every day, and I don't just say, like a lot of people do this with God, is gimme, 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 but they don't do anything for God, where I gave my whole self over to God, the universe, to use every day. I'm like, God, it's not about me. It's what do you want? I want to do my, my Father's, what my Father in heaven, God, the universe, has in store for me, what the universe wants. I want to do the will of my Father, You know, it's not about my life and what I want. You know, I do have desires, and that's great. You know, like today, things didn't go quite the way I was hoping. You know, I'm trying to learn to listen to my intuition, and you know what? I'm learning about the intuition and how to, like, understand, like what to do and where to go and learn to listen to, I need to learn to, how the intuition guides you. And I pray every day for the universe, the archangels to guide me every day. You know, is there somebody that could use somebody to talk to, or need some help? Please, I'm here 100%. Take me. I am yours, all the way. And things didn't go out the way I thought today on these hiking trips, but it's kind of funny. The universe, it didn't. See, that's the whole thing. Everything worked just the way the universe wanted it anyway. The universe guided me into this place, where, there was a man that I was able to talk to for a couple of hours, and it was kind of funny, the timing. As I was going in, he was coming out, and then he turned around and came back, to talk to me, So I thank the universe and the archangels for using me and guiding me, giving me numbers and dreams. I've been getting dreams like really something. I swear I'm dreaming the whole entire night with Archangel Gabriel. So what I'm learning is if you really need help, you really got to understand that there are angels around you all the time, your whole entire life. And this might be the first time you ever heard this. And you might think, where are they? There's angels, but how come I don't see them? You say that there's angels, but you got to understand these two eyes deceive you. You really can't even see everything that's in front of you. Even though you see this background here, you love, all these beautiful butterflies. You think I can see, but you know what? These two eyes blind you. These two eyes deceive you. Dogs and animals actually can see more than you or me. So imagine what they don't see, because there's even more that they can't even see. So you got to understand is that you can't see everything that's 100% in front of you. So, so you got to, it's a whole thing of trusting. The archangels are in the Bible. God uses the archangels to help you. They're here because they want to serve you. They want to help you. They want to guide you. So what you can do is you can ask the archangels. It's so important. There's lots of archangels out there. I didn't know that until recently when I started studying about them. And I'm still learning about the archangels. So I have a lot of angels with me every single day. I have my regular ones that I use for meditations. I got Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Xenophon, if I said that correctly. And then there's so many more angels and archangels and guardian angels and, spirit guides, animal spirits. We have so many out there that are out there trying to get your attention. The angels do that through numbers, symbols, signs. So I'm always tearing things apart with my mind. I'm like, ooh, wonder what that means. Ooh, like I'm always checking symbols out now. Animals, like butterflies, a rabbit. Ooh, a rabbit. What did I see the other day? I was like, oh, a chipmunk. I got to look that up. I forgot. I didn't write that one down. But, what does that mean? So there's symbology, all over, symbols everywhere, and those are ways that you can understand. Today I was at a park and, I didn't really want to go there. It's kind of weird. It's not where I wanted to go, but the universe actually made it, like the universe knows everything that I don't know and knew that a certain person was going to go to that certain park. And it wasn't that I wanted to go to the park. I wasn't going to go to the park, but it didn't matter because I was complaining. I caught myself. I'm like, I don't even want to go here. But, the universe was sending me there. And then when I met this person, I'm like, oh, no, not that guy. And it wasn't nothing wrong with the guy. I just said I was going to go there to meditate. but God gave me time. He had to go to the store and come back. So I had time to meditate. But it wasn't what I wanted. It was what the universe wanted. So it didn't matter. And then it's kind of funny. I loved talking to the guy, and it wasn't nothing about the guy. It's just that I was been trying to get this meditation going, but I did. I got like a 20-minute guided meditation going. When he went and did his thing. It's kind of funny how the universe did that. It's like, okay, Starlight, I know you want to do your guided meditation. You know, and I did. So it's kind of funny, like once I got my meditation done with, I apologize to the universe. I'm so sorry. And, it's not about me. It's about the universe right now. I gave myself 100% over to the universe. So the universe, the archangels will guide you, but they're not going to guide you if you don't ask for help. You can ask them by their name, but it's really important to find out who the archangels are, and they have different names for the archangels. I just named a list of them that I know, and there's a whole lot of other archangels out there that Starlight didn't know about. So, and they're all here for a different reason, just like you. I want to live my life purpose, where, abundance will flow, and that's what we're supposed to have. We're not supposed to be here on planet Earth to be striving, to make ends meet. We're not supposed to be, like homeless. We're supposed to have plenty. God, plenty enough, you know, um, and that's how God really wanted all of us to be, but, because the matrix, that we're in, like a virtual reality game that we're locked into, is that we've been deceived from the beginning from our parents, and that it's not that they did this, is that they've been deceived by their mom, like by a group of people that are controlling and running everything, and so our families throughout our bloodline have been deceived, so it's not their fault, so don't get mad at mom and dad, or, the school system is corrupt, the government's corrupt, there's a lot of places that are corrupt, and we've been deceived through the news and the media, and there's a lot of movies out there that will trip people up, but then there's a lot of other movies out there that are, they got like messages, secret messages in them, and only those that have the understanding can understand what those movies mean. They got stuff from a long time ago that the technology, we're like, that's funny, like the Star Trek and the Jetsons, the technology that they had. When I was a kid, I would have never thought, like, even, the Jetsons had stuff going on. The Star Trek, I grew up watching the Star Trek for a while, and now we're having some of that technology. The technology, they got so much way ahead. They're just milking us. They're just trying to make as much money off of old stuff. We're just getting all the old stuff. So, like, we're so behind when it comes to technology. You might think, oh, you got the new this, the new that. No, that stuff is so old. It's a joke on the stuff that you think is new, and a lot of people want the best and the newest stuff. So they look at this, I got that, and then before you know it, that's not new anymore. It's old, and now you got to get another one that impress your friends. I don't go out and do that stuff because, Starlight doesn't need all that technology stuff. Not all those apps on my phone, why would I need them if I'm not going to use them, So anyway, to get help, you need to ask. And it says in the Bible, ask and you shall seek, and ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, So if you don't ask, sometimes kids are told never to ask for things, if I catch you, like, say if you go to a relative's house and, your parents might have said, you better not ask for anything. If you ask for something when you get home, we are going to discipline your butt. So you're like, oh, okay, I'm not going to ask for nothing. Man, I'm thirsty. I really, like, I'm thirsty. So some kids are brought up that way where they were told not to ask for anything, and that's totally opposite from what God really says in the Word of God. We're There's nothing wrong about asking. The problem is if you don't ask at all. So that means that you got to put your pride down, you know, put your pride down. Ask the archangels, ask the universe with a sincere heart, and you got to really think of what you're asking and how you're asking. What is it that you want? What is it that you desire? It's not so much what you want, it's what you desire. What are your needs? What is it that you're seeking? What is it that really is the most important thing right now in your life? Are you alone? Do you feel alone? Are you looking for love in all the wrong places? What about that job? Like what kind of, are you looking for, like a good paying job, that where you can be happy? Are you tired of the 9 to 5 where you're depressed and you don't have a life? Or are you working like the 12-hour shifts, like how many days on and off? And then you find yourself so tired and drained that you don't even have the energy to even live a life, and that you're paying all the bills. And is that the kind of life that you're living, that you're just you're working just to pay the bills and there's nothing left? Is that really living? Are you a slave to the system? I hope not. You can get free from that. You don't have to be the slave to the system. You can set yourself free, but you have to let go of fear. You got to believe in yourself. You got to trust in yourself that you can achieve that. Sometimes in life that you got to let people go, and that could be your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, aunt, uncle, your grandpa, grandma, friends. It could even be your boyfriend, your husband or wife, your kids, your, anybody. It could be anybody. It could be a stranger that you just met, or people that you associate with, people that are not quite your friends, but you hang out with them. You don't call them a friend. You don't consider them a friend because you see the flaws, a lot of flaws, right? And you're like, that person's not my friend, but I'm always hanging out with them because, hey, they make me laugh. I'm lonely, I'm desperate, I don't really have anybody to hang out with, so I just hang out with them because once in a while they make me feel good. But really it's just not the right kind of energy. They're not honest to me, they play head games, or they don't believe me all the time. But I hang out with them because I'm desperate. I really don't want to be alone. I don't want to spend time alone with myself. So I just hang out with them. Like when I leave, I feel bad about myself when I walk away from them, but I keep on going back, because I don't have anybody in my life. I don't love me for who I am. I don't like the way I look. I think I'm, like I'm not attractive. I feel like I'm gained too much weight. I can't seem to get a guy or a girl in my life. I can't seem to make any friends. I feel like I'm an outcast. I am a black sheep of the family. I don't seem to fit in anywhere, no matter where I go. No, I don't even fit with my family. Not even my kids. I just feel like I'm all by myself out in this world. You might feel like any of those, or all of them. Don't feel alone, really. You're not the only one that feels like that, and it doesn't even, it doesn't even matter what you look like, you know. So, if you feel lost and confused and you feel like you're not without. That's a lie. Just like I made a video, is that your your words are very powerful, and there's or no, your thoughts are not your own. I'm sorry, your thoughts are not your own. I made a boo-boo earlier, but in this video, so it's your thoughts are not your own. It's the video I was talking about earlier. I was going to label it, your words are very powerful, but they are. Your words are very powerful. If you're down in yourself or down in others, those words are very powerful. You're going to, I have been called so many names. I don't want to list them all either. I mean, they're not good names, so, and after a while you might start believing it, and so you want to really encourage yourself, inspire yourself by using affirmations like, I am wonderful, I am great, I'm awesome, I'm a beautiful person inside and out, I'm kind, I'm patient, I'm honest, I'm caring, I'm a great friend, I'm a great mother, I am talented. I am very creative. I have a great sense of humor. Ooh. You got to be positive, and you got to ask the archangels for help. Ask them for guidance. If you don't know what the heck you're doing, say, archangels, this is, who are you? I always say, archangels, this is, Starlight's asking for help. Starlight needs help right now. Right now, like you, I got messages from you, and you said that I need to work on my goals. But what are my goals? What am I supposed to work on? Universe, archangels, what kind of goals am I supposed to work on? You're saying I'm supposed to be positive. Can you please help me to be positive? That way they will help you to be positive. If you're having a hard time being positive with your thoughts that are not your own, because, reprogramming yourself takes a long time. It doesn't happen overnight. Reprogramming yourself from your old self to your new self, to inventing yourself to a new self, a new version, like Kathy Dingman to Starlight. I'm getting rid of all the old stuff, and I'm creating a new version of myself. So my old way of thinking, I have to get rid of that. My old beliefs, I have to get rid of that. I realized a lot of that was not real. So I'm still learning every day of what I believe. So all the time, I'm going to learn what I used to believe. I don't believe that anymore, because now I'm understanding and growing more to understand what I was told before was a lie. So you got to get rid of the old stuff, the old thought patterns, the old belief patterns that you used to believe. You need to realize what is the truth. What is the truth? Ask the universe, can you show me what the truth is? Can you show me, what the greatest thing that you can ask for, and this is, I've done this many times, ask for wisdom. Ask for wisdom. Instead of asking for money and abundance, no, ask for wisdom. Then that way, when you ask for wisdom, you'll get that money that you desire to have. You'll get that relationship, that man or woman that you want in your life, the love, the unconditional love that you desire in your heart space, where you can, but really in order to get that unconditional love, you have to unconditionally love you. And that's what I'm learning. I have to unconditionally love myself, no matter what my hair looks like, no matter the weight that like if I gained a whole bunch of pounds, I still got to love myself. I can't sit there and say, I am too fat, or I'm not good enough. I don't look, like I don't, I'm not attractive. Well, then it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. Have you ever walked around town, and I know you have, is that there's people where they got a frown upside down? You know why they're like that? It's because of how they think about themselves and the way they, there's some people they are, they have issues and they have different problems that they're not aware of, and that's why they are like that, because they got some kind of, like a health issue. That's a different thing. But there are some people that are grumpy. They got the frown upside down. You would think they're mad at the world, but there's a lot going on in here in their headspace and in their heart. They need healing. They need love. They need to actually have somebody that cares about them and love them. They got a lot of negative energy in them that's trapping them, So really, the archangels want to help you out. And like I said, they give you numbers, meaning, numbers. You got to, like if you get repeating numbers, like I've been lately, like 444. The other day I seen 444, 444, 444, and I wrote it down. I had other numbers that I had. I studied all the other numbers, and I didn't study 444 because I did look it up before, but I forgot what it meant. So, it's kind of funny. I didn't do that this morning. And then what happened today? Everywhere I went, 444, 444, 444, 44. And I'm like, okay, universe, I got to check that number out. So I did. I mean, like, sad to say, I did that on a hiking trail because the universe is really trying to get me to get my attention. Like Starlight, like it's like alarms going off. You got to check this number out. The more these numbers keep on popping, that means it's more of a necessary. It's emergency now that you really, the archangels are trying to get your attention. That you really need to learn what that number is. You can go on Google or on YouTube and say, number meaning 444. And it will tell you there's different videos. You got to find one that actually, I actually check a whole bunch of them out. I'm like, okay, let's see what this guy or this girl or whatever, all these different videos, see which ones line up and actually resonate with me, what I'm doing in my life. And you'll get different opinions and, informations from different people. And really these numbers that you see that are repeating, that have meaning, are from either numerology or the Bible. And numerology, everything gets broken down. Like if you see 12, and they add the 1 and 2 together to get 3, and then that would be your focus, but they want to do the 1, 2, and 3, so, and then you'll get 3 is a great number, awesome number, so then 3, the number 3 will give you information of what the universe, the archangels are trying to tell you. And then when you get those messages, you got to do the stuff that they're telling you. If they're telling you that Starlight, you got to be positive. Have positive thoughts. Think positive. Stay in the now. Stay in the present. Starlight, we're talking to you. Oh, okay. Because even though I'm not aware of it, even though I'm not saying anything negative, I have little thoughts, even though they're not my own, that they kind of, they just kind of float around. I'm driving, and something might trigger something. I might be thinking of this or that, and it could trigger a fear energy in my thought, and then I start, putting attention on that thought, and then thinking that, then it's connected to something else. And as for an example, it might be, let me think, maybe you desire to have something in your life, like say money, and you might be running out of money or something, and now you got fear going on in your mind space because you're like, I need to pay my bills or whatever, and so you might not even be aware that you're really actually thinking, and fear is actually affecting you in your thought space, which is, those thoughts are not your own. And you might be affected, and you might be thinking about, oh, how am I going to pay this? Where the angels in the universe knows that's not what you should be doing, Starlight, or, you shouldn't be thinking, you're thinking negative. You're letting a fear affect you in your headspace. They don't miss a thing with what you're thinking. You think that, they catch everything, even though you might not even be aware of what you were thinking, even though you think that you're in control of what your thoughts are. Not that you're in control because you just don't want to try to control them, is that they see that you're not being positive. They see that you're letting fear affect you. They see, where your thoughts are going. And then, I just learned something today on a guided meditation is I do not chase. Stop trying to chase things. I try to chase my twin flame. Guess what he does? What happens when somebody's running after you? They run. Why is he running away? Well, because you're chasing him, Starlight. Stop chasing your twin flame. Oh, I didn't even realize I was doing that. Stop chasing that dollar bill around. But how am I going to pay for my bills? It takes time to learn all these things. I got to learn patience. I got to learn to be positive. I got to learn not to fear. Not to fear of how, knowing and trusting the universe. It's one thing to think that you're doing right. It's another thing acting upon and doing it right. You got to, it's, like, what is it? Sometimes you got to fake it to make it, and then after a while, the universe will let you go get away with that. But later on, you got to, put your words, how is that? I was going to say is, do as I say, not as I do. If I say something, now I got it. Now, if I say, I'm not afraid, well, now I got to prove it. I'm letting go of fear. Now I got to prove it. Starlight, you said you're letting go of fear. Starlight, hello. What's going on up there, huh? Universe, archangels, what? Yeah, ding, 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 ding. Starlight, are you in fear now? Are you letting fear drive your life? Are you letting fear control you? You gotta let go of that fear, Starlight. Oh, yeah, I wasn't even aware of it. I wasn't even aware that I was actually, I let those thoughts control, I let those thoughts overtake me. So the angels will give you numbers, to remind you to stay positive, Starlight. Oh, okay. I will stay positive. So, the more you look up numbers, after a while, you won't even have to look up the numbers. You'll be like, oh, that number means stay positive. No, that number, oh my, that's a great number. 888. Wow, abundance is flowing, 777, yay, like, so, like it's a kind of reward sometimes you get numbers depending on how your energy is and what you're thinking. What did you say? What did you do that day? That's going to bring all these numbers depending on how your thought patterns are. Are you loving yourself like you're supposed to? And if you're not, then the universe is going to give you a number. Sometimes I get numbers and I look it up and I'm like, but it's because they're showing me that's exactly what my energy was that day. I'm sorry, my bra. So anyway, you gotta really, your thoughts, you let, they're just a passing cloud. Don't attach to them. Don't be like a leech. Like a lot of people are, is like they leech on the people that have money that, they're like, ooh, they got money. Let me suck their life out, suck all their money out of them. You don't want to, like grab a hold of that thought. It's a negative thought. You want to just let it go. Or like, no, no. You don't want to do that. You just want to let it go. Replace it with something positive. If a negative comes up, just want to if it's like a fear comes up, say, I am letting go of fear. I'm not going to let that thought, control me anymore. I am not afraid. I am trusting the universe. The universe said I'm taken care of. The universe said, the angels said, I am abundance. It's here. So I have to learn to trust and believe that it's here. It's right smack right here. So I have to believe it, or love. If I, love, I have to love myself. I have to unconditionally love myself. I got to stop criticizing myself. I got to work in my heart space. I got to do meditations. If I sat and I did guided meditations, clearing stuff out of my body all day long, it would be amazing. That abundance would probably be flowing right all through me. I am abundance. It's in me already. All of it is in me. Everything is inside of me. It's not out there. That's the thing. It's everything is inside of you that you're seeking for it. And that's what I'm learning. It's not out there where I'm thinking it is. So it's inside of you. Everything is inside of you. There's other things inside of you that you don't even know. A lot of it's in dormant. All the illnesses and sicknesses. I found this out a long time ago with my doctor. All the cancers, diseases, all of it's in you. It's just in dormant. It's sleeping. But fear can actually bring it out. If you're fearing about this happening to you, ooh, I fear about this happening. I fear, I fear that I'm going to get that, or I fear that I'm going to get that, or I'm going to fear, and then boom. Why did it happen? Well, because you feared it. You woke it up, and now it's there. Sometimes, that's what happens. So you want to definitely be positive. I am positive. I am not afraid. I'm letting go of fear. I'm letting go of people and things and that no longer serve me. I am. I let go of alcohol. I let go of pot, because it wasn't serving me. I love pot. I go in the park and I smell it all the time. I love the smell of it. I'm like, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I got to get out of here now because I want to smoke. And that's no joke. So anyway, if you want help from the archangels, you got to ask him, you know what? You know what you're going through. I don't know what you're going through, but the archangels know exactly what you're going through. They know what you're fighting against. They know, your family. They know the relationship. They know your financial problem because God, the universe, they're working together. They want to help you. The archangels want to help you. They've been trying to help you, but you can't see it. You're not seeing that they're trying to help you. They're constantly always trying to show you stuff to get your attention. Hey, there's that. Why did that happen? They're trying to get your attention by numbers or symbols, or a person can tell you something to give you some advice or some help, a kind word. You might get help on a YouTube video like mine. Be like, see, the universe guided you to this video so you can hear these words coming out of my mouth. It's not me, it's the universe. I'm doing this because I'm giving credit. I am thanking the universe. I am grateful for the universe and the archangels to help me and guide me every day. Ask for wisdom. Please, can you give me wisdom? I'm asking for, I desire to have wisdom in my life. Do some guided meditations that have help you to get clarity. Learn how to open up your third eye. Learn how to open up your chakras, so then that way that things that are blocked in your chakras can be opened, so then things will happen in your life. So anyway, I'm so sorry this is so long. I am trying to get right to the point here on these videos. I'm trying to work on how I do videos, and I love all of you. I hope you get some help, but really study about the archangels and what they do. The 7 archangels, there's so many of them out there. You might have different names, but find out, write it down like on a piece of paper like I did. I wrote a whole bunch of stuff on a notebook, the archangels and what they're capable of, and that way you know which one you want to ask. Archangel Michael is always protecting. He's the greatest, like he's the most powerful archangel there is, so you got to find out what all these archangels do. Gabriel helps you with dreams. If you want help with your dreams, ask Archangel Gabriel, please, can you give me some dreams? And I'll tell you, boom, just like that. That's how it worked for me. But you got to believe. If you don't believe, nothing happens. So you got to be positive. You got to believe. I love you so much. I'm sorry I said I was going to try to shorten these videos, but there's so much information. I really did. I try to cut to the chase here. I love you so much. Thank you for being patient with me. You have a great day. Be positive. Be kind to yourself. You are enough. Don't listen to those voices, those thoughts that you have in your head. They're not yours. Be strong. Be brave. You are brave. You are strong. You are smart. You are beautiful. And you got this. You do. So you are enough. This is Starlight. Love and light. Peace. Oh, before I go, I forgot, is that you could give this video a thumbs up. You could share it with a friend, family, your cat and dog. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget the notification bell. You can leave a message down below this video. You can also follow me on Instagram, and that's at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I love all of you, and you, and you. I love all of you. You enjoy your day or your night or morning, whenever you watch this, and be strong. Ask those archangels for help to guide you. And this is Starlight. Love and light.